ever live. Uh, we've got we're coming live from a brilliant game right now. Brilliant display of defense. Maybe something Liverpool should have capitalized on. A man less, but Chelsea defended with all their might. I think a game Liverpool should have, maybe in the future looking back, would probably think that this was the game where they should have capitalized. But it was not to be. Send in your comments. I want to know everyone's thoughts. Sid, did you catch the game?
No, unfortunately, I wasn't home this time, so
Did you follow the controversies that were going on?
yeah, I think I heard a bit of some penalty drama happening. Reece James getting a red card, and yeah, so I've been keeping myself updated at least for a bit now.
And seeing that you got a win earlier on, you would be pretty glad of the result, wouldn't you?
I think the other day I predicted a 1-all, right?
Yeah, you did too.
See, I told you, I'm a genius. But
Unfortunately for you, that footage got cut out from the video. The
Ayush, where is Ayush, man? Where is Ayush?
Ayush is having a few technical difficulties. I think he should be joining in.
But yeah, anyways, I think since it's cut out, I could say it again. A draw here would benefit us the most, because we've already dropped points in the opening game. So, and yeah, Liverpool and Chelsea, they were top three in the league, right? So, it definitely benefits us now. And yeah, obviously, we played great as well, but that's not what we're here to talk about. So,
I just said this, but looking back, in the future, looking back, is this the game Liverpool would have felt they should have taken away? Because they had the momentum. And I know you didn't catch the game live, but I'll tell you what happened. There was. Did you watch the red card that was given? The video, Reece James video.
no, I haven't seen the whole video.
So what happened was there was a bit of a mix up in the penalty area of Chelsea's D, and
I think
I
I've
think
seen the photo. I think it was right on the
you might
line or
have
something.
seen the freeze frame.
Yeah, yeah, I've seen the freeze frame.
So what happened was the ball hit his thigh first and then moved on, but then it seemed like he was hitting the ball away with his hand, and then it hit his other hand. I don't know which freeze frame Anthony Taylor saw, but then it was just a glimpse was enough for him to show there was a penalty apparently, and it was given. I was a bit shocked at the red card. Maybe the penalty was justified, uh, but
I think in
maybe the red card was a little bit harsh.
I think in situation like these, you really need to see the whole video. So I don't think I
Yeah,
can make a comment right now. But if it did hit his hand, and if his hand was obviously in an unnatural position, then obviously it's a penalty. But I'll have to see the whole clip if I have to make a call on the red card or not.
that's true.
But
Uh,
then again, I think the standard rule is that if you're obviously blocking the ball using your hand in the penalty area, it's a straight red, right?
we've got a Chelsea fan joining us, not Ayush, but Vineet from the Fanspire. Vineet, your
Very,
team
very important.
defended like your life depended on it. What a second half display by Chelsea. I honestly thought it
I
was the
don't think
early
so. I
moments
could
of
be
the
more
second
proud.
half where Liverpool would have probably capitalized, got a goal, but that defensive effort probably I think that's football defense at its finest. Your thoughts on the second half?
See, defending against any team is always tough, and to defend, especially against Liverpool at Anfield with a full packed stadium in front of the Cop, I mean, I think that was more than like a win for us. After a, if I may, like a shitty decision from Anthony Taylor, I think we proved that it's like sort of a laugh on Anthony Taylor's face. Like whatever he tries is not coming up for him.
I mean, I was going through your messages at halftime, and you were pretty fuming of the decision that Anthony Taylor made. What did you think of the penalty and the red card, to be more
See,
specific?
honestly saying penalty, I agree. Okay, it hit his hand, but you have to also see the whole picture. Like I said on the group, also it hit his thigh, it hit his hand. Then when his hand was coming forward, it didn't hit his hand that time, and I think that was the decision. What he felt was a red. But again, if you'd have seen the whole picture, I would have still agreed with him. The moment he went, the VAR paused it exactly at that position where the handball was, and then he just goes, sees, comes back. Not
Yeah, I
even
mean,
a replay, like in half a second. How is that possible? You're managing a game in front of 60,000 people, Liverpool versus Chelsea, one of the biggest games, and you're screwing up over there.
I mean, when Anthony Taylor started walking out towards the VAR area, I went to get a glass of water, and when I was back, Mohamed Salah was already taking the penalty. I mean,
Exactly,
you never see VAR decisions being taken so early. Uh,
exactly. The
we've
VAR
got
himself
we've
took,
got a more
yeah,
familiar Chelsea fan joining us too. Uh, Ayush,
Yes. How
your
does it feel,
thoughts?
Videep? No, I want
See,
your
I
thoughts.
mean,
for Vidip, it must be like a loss, like 10 men.
it is a loss, but the display in general was so brilliant by Chelsea. It was a win for football, if not for
No, I
Chelsea.
want to hear about the display from Liverpool.
I mean, it's not. I mean, maybe the chances we had in the second half, early second half, where everyone was shooting from distance. You had Fabinho take a shot. You had Van Dijk take a shot. I mean, I think you had Andrew Robertson taking a shot too, and Mendy was brilliant then. But then
Mendy.
the last half an hour, your entire defense suddenly turned up. You had a couple of counter attacks, and it was a great defensive performance more than anything.
It was a
So,
Mendy performance,
both of
and
you Chelsea fans, you guys think this was a win?
It is.
this
For us, it is. I mean, see, honestly, I'm not happy with a draw. Obviously, we need the 3 points. We are never playing for the 1 point or, just for the sake of it. You want to beat Liverpool at Anfield, that's a statement in itself. Yeah, everyone's been discussing about that. The statement in itself to win at Anfield and to go and put that performance, yes, it could have turned, like Vidip just mentioned, we had some good chances. It could have turned to be 2-1. But other than the fact that the long shots were coming in, which are pretty good, I don't recollect any shots in the box itself, other than the Jota header, I think, which went
Yeah,
off target.
I think that hurt us more than anything. Trent
I,
didn't get those crosses coming in properly, and there weren't enough touches in the box for us.
I can't say that I'm happy with the result, because but there's no one in Chelsea to blame. It's the stupid and idiot referee to blame here, because I get why he gave it as a penalty, but come on, it was not a red card.
I mean, see, I think as the the halftime break started, a lot of people were saying that it's not a red card. But then the moment the match started, I mean, continuing, a lot of people started messaging me that probably the red was deserved, you know, and
There is a reason for that. The mid half show showed the referee come, Dermot came and
See,
started saying that
honestly
it's a
saying,
penalty.
Dermot always comes and defends the referees regardless of the
Dermot,
state of
he
it.
always defends the referee and then
Yeah,
everyone
I
switches sides.
understand him. He's a referee, was a referee. He's in the committee. He has to go and defend them. He's like the face for them.
Yeah.
that's
But
So
true.
people just
but if
listen
the
to him.
body is
They were
if the
like,
body is
he's a
bad,
referee out of the game, let's listen to him. And they just blindly follow him. And the thing I love the most is the way neutral fans started going against Liverpool, literally running against. Everybody wanted Chelsea to hold that draw, and Chelsea did do that. I'm very happy, to be honest.
No,
see,
a
Makes
couple
the
of
result
Arsenal
obvious.
fans texted me. They were saying that Man City just spoiled our day. I hope you spoiled Chelsea. I'm like, that does not make sense.
See,
But
even if it was a 2-1 loss for us with 10 men, the fight issue, I don't think so. Arsenal has the face to come up and say that, just spoil our day. Their whole season is spoiled already.
We can defeat Arsenal with 7 men. And I'm not
we've
even.
got
One man, one man. That day only one man was there.
we've got
See,
Ankit from RCB and Chelsea Fan TV. I think summing up what Vineet and Ayush have been saying so far, that Anthony Taylor and VAR's spoiled maybe one of the games of the season. And
yes,
If
I'm
I may ask a
I'm
question, if
surprised.
I may ask a question, you said because he's a neutral fan. I mean, I don't like. Obviously, City have been too good, and I don't think so. They have faced any such problem with Anthony Taylor. But why do you think he's always officiating at the biggest Chelsea games? FA Cup final, whether it's any against United, against Liverpool, against Arsenal. He's the first man who's always officiating after so many bizarre decisions. Like as a neutral fan, like do you think just Chelsea fans are ranting because it was a red or something like that?
He didn't watch the game, I'm
No,
sure.
no, no, not only this game. It's not only about this game. That's why I just specify the other games as well, right?
Also, he didn't
I
watch
think
it.
no, he didn't watch it. He was out apparently. But
Yes, yes.
Sid, yeah, your thoughts on how Anthony
He
Taylor
was
still
probably.
manages to get the
Wait,
big
wait.
games?
He was probably shaving that mustache.
yes, yes. Ayush, you revealed
I'm
my
sorry.
plans.
He's
I'm
Cannot.
waiting to
secretly.
grow it back. How 100 subscribers, right? With it said, he's
Yeah,
waiting
Yeah.
to grow it back.
there's a
Yeah, I
week
think I
left,
think there's still
hopefully.
some time there, so hopefully I can grow it back by then.
Uh, Here's what Ankit feels about the Chelsea performance. He says he's relieved and he's proud of his players. I mean, everyone being against us, I think he probably means Anthony Taylor more than anyone, because I think more than everyone, I think more people were against Liverpool than us, than Chelsea. And I mean, yeah, you have every right to be proud of your players there. They did you proud. I mean, they did every
I,
Chelsea proud there.
like he said, we are proud of the mentality because we didn't let it off. Like we could have left the game, like it's gone now. We held them. We held them perfectly.
I
I
mean,
think everyone is praising Mendy, but the whole defense did their work.
say the moment
Ayush,
those two,
don't forget, Mendy tried to murder
Huh.
Henderson.
Yeah, we have to come to that. Although I would
yeah,
rather.
we must address that. Apparently, Mendy tried to murder Henderson by kicking the ball away or something.
So
Uh,
that was deserved. I am not going to give it.
But surprisingly, I think none of the Liverpool players were booked, right? Like Fabinho had 4 to 5 fouls, cynical fouls, where he should have been booked. Salah
Salah kicked the
kicked
ball
the
away
ball
once
away.
then.
Commentator said the referee left the book away. I think he always does this in Chelsea's game. He just turns up magically like a magician. Okay, he's a red card for Chelsea. Like,
Yeah, he somehow just
see,
somehow.
honestly, regardless of the reason, if it was like before the match, also we spoke that the referee could always be a turning point because the moment we saw Anthony Taylor, we were like, nahi chahiye bhai, nahi chahiye. But we knew Liverpool are a good side and they are one of my favorite teams to watch, especially. And the game was going well till the red card, and then Liverpool just dominated it over there.
I
Videep,
think
I've just gotten my hands on the expected goal stats. So I'm
Oh,
seeing Liverpool managed to score only one goal out of 2.43 expected goals.
I'm
So
telling you,
what would you say about that?
we had 10 shots each half. We had 20 shots in the game, and I
Hit
think around only 7 or 8 of them were on target. So that says it. We were trying a lot of long distance with Harvey Elliott and everyone, but the important touches in the box, they just weren't coming for us. Henderson got it on his wrong foot once. Harvey Elliott too on his wrong foot once.
Salah got it on the
there's
wrong foot one.
Exactly late in the game.
one
Oh,
thing.
by the way, we've got our favorite Manchester United fan now. Uh,
Oh, oh.
Why is he
so
here?
let's just try to downplay the Cristiano hype while he's around. Chinmay, we were definitely not just talking about you. Uh, what do you think of the game, man? I'm sure you caught the game.
Yeah, am I audible? Is
Yeah, you're audible.
yeah. Quite a good game. Great game of football. Two title contenders, as people were saying, and honestly, I think after the game, you can say that one team clearly is a title contender only because of the fact that they managed to get out of a situation they weren't supposed to be in. I'm sorry, Vidip. I know you support Liverpool, but I have to say this is a missed opportunity. I'm not gonna go with comments like Liverpool had the referee in their pocket or something. Anthony Taylor and Chelsea, just a coincidence which happens again and again.
I'm not
But
blaming Liverpool at all. I don't think
yeah,
so.
yeah.
Liverpool played anything. They played
Yeah,
well.
yeah, exactly. So, but I think honestly, you have to go up and say. I think even Klopp. I don't know if he was crying or I don't know what happened at the end, but you have to go up and say that it is a missed opportunity for Liverpool because Chelsea will not visit Anfield again this season. In fact, Liverpool will go to Stamford Bridge the next time this game happens, and
I
I'm
just
pretty
hope it's not Anthony Taylor.
yeah, and as I'm just saying, as I've been saying, as I've always said, Anfield is the toughest place to go to in Premier League top six at least, and Liverpool missed a very big opportunity trying to get ahead of Chelsea. Kudos to Chelsea, great defending, and if they add Jules Koundé to that, then well, they're just gonna get better and better.
I
Uh,
think more than defense, I think we are ignoring Lukaku's presence up top because so many times he cleared the ball, it went straight up to him. He held on till support came. That managed few
Yeah.
precious seconds, and
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
mean, see, you could
I
see that all
we were
Lukaku was
missing
trying
that.
to do up front was keep the ball away from Chelsea's half, where Liverpool was just piling on the pressure,
Exactly.
waves of pressure, and Lukaku avoided that so well. And I mean, I think if it wasn't a 10v11 game, then we would have seen more of Lukaku versus Van Dijk
The,
and Matip.
I was
But
going to say that only. The best part was before the match, the whole hype was of Van Dijk versus Lukaku. All of a sudden, it turns into Anthony Taylor versus Chelsea again.
Say, what's the XG for Chelsea?
0.6.
Oh,
wow,
shit.
I mean, also to mention, Sid, the XG for Liverpool was 2, you said,
Yeah,
2.3,
and
2.4.
we got our goal from a penalty.
yeah.
So,
I think penalty carries
That
a 0.7
counted
or
in
something.
XG, by the way.
I mean,
It is considered.
No,
I
it's
think
considered
0.6, no, 0.6
0.7.
So
for
it's the way the chances created that matters a lot. So I
Yeah.
guess Havertz's goal, like from so far out, it was for a
yeah,
header. So it
which is
doesn't
good.
carry too much weight. Like
See,
was
there
a
also,
clear goal scoring opportunity.
not
there
to
was
mention, I mean, we
quick
haven't mentioned Havertz's goal so far. He
what
scored
a
a
goal.
brilliant goal there, looped it
Amazing.
over Allison, and I don't think anyone
I,
saw it coming. It was a
See,
brilliant goal.
honestly, I think he went just like I'll put it at the far post. Someone will come and go for the second ball. But
Yeah,
brilliant header.
didn't see it coming.
And I think Jota had a similar opportunity against Mendy too, but then it was just going above the crossbar. Uh, Sid, while Ayush and Vineet are happy in a separate way, y'all keep beating relegated teams 5-0. What's the deal with that, man?
Is Arsenal relegated? Is it confirmed already?
They're
In
Yep.
my
20th,
book, it
right? They're
is.
20th. I think 35 more games this way and they'll definitely be relegated.
I'm
So,
sure the next 25 games won't all be against City, Chelsea, and teams like that.
I mean,
okay.
it's hard to define Arsenal's level right now. So even if they play someone like Watford or obviously they lost to Brentford, so you can't really
I've,
tell what
I have stopped doing
games.
banter with Arsenal fans. I just felt pity for them at this point.
Exactly, Ravi.
Anymore.
Exactly.
No, I mean, I read a tweet where it said that if David Silva and company's statues played instead of a couple of City players, City would have still won.
See, I guess the mentality when they were 1-0, 2-0 down, like Ederson, I guess, held on to the ball for like 30, 45 seconds at his feet. Twice. Twice. You're already down. You're trying to score 11 men that time. Zaka was in center. And you're letting them waste this like 45 seconds on the ball for by not pressing. I mean, I don't think so it's Arteta anymore. It's the players as well. Like you could see the way they were playing, no urgency at all. And like Ayush said, the
Match.
city, the fans right now.
Yeah.
Chinmay, I think we've procrastinated the Ronaldo comments for far too long. You must be hyping around right now, wouldn't you?
Wait, before Chinmay says anything, I was so excited to see Chinmay after Ronaldo signs for Manchester City. I was just so happy about it. And then when I got to know very late about Ronaldo's arrival in United. So I was like, damn it. Tomorrow we have to listen a lot.
You were like,
So
damn it, imagine me.
You should have seen him on the Fansfire Live. You should have
yeah,
seen
we saw.
the segment was only about Chennai, I felt.
Yeah.
Uh, I mean, I mean, I was hoping you guys would be raging a little bit more because so we had more content, but you guys are quite chill with whatever's been happening for some reason.
I mean, we're not really surprised.
Look, look.
Like
I
he was
mean,
coming to the Premier League. We would rather him go to United than go to City at this point.
look. Honestly, Ronaldo. Viva Ronaldo. Nothing else. You can. I've said it yesterday. I'm gonna do it again. Same drill. Look at the guy behind. Look at the guy I love. I've started watching him. Started watching him and Rooney playing together for United, and I saw him at his, in the late years of his United stay. I saw him for the best part of his stay, but I only saw him for what, 2 years, and there are fans who haven't even seen that, and I would actually go on and say people are saying, salty fans are saying that he's finished, and well, is Ronaldo ever finished? He's a machine. He's not even a human being. He's a
No, no,
machine. He keeps on
man.
going. I didn't get you there.
Yeah, you
I'm sure
should.
sensible people will say he's finished at this point. He is still the best player in the Premier League, even at
He is. He
30,
is.
I don't know, 30,
36. 36
36.
he is. And exactly. And people like him, people like Federer, James Anderson, all these people, they keep defying age. They keep defying, odds, and they keep coming up. And Ronaldo at United. I know what I just said. I was scared about it. Ronaldo going to Man City, and I think everybody was scared because it was gonna happen. A lot of people are saying that, what, it wasn't gonna happen. Well, it was gonna happen. It's been confirmed by everyone. The only thing is that Mr. Ferdinand, Mr. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and Mr. Sir Alex Ferguson, they decided to step in, and well, wow, we got our man back.
To be
Um,
fair, I don't also showed that much interest, to be honest. They were not really, they firstly preferred Harry Kane, and when they
yeah,
did get, they were still stalling it. They didn't really
yeah,
want him.
yeah, exactly. So coming back to my next point, um, I don't think City showed that much of interest in Ronaldo as much as George Mendes showed in Man City, because they
Yeah.
were the only they were the only club offering him a way out at that point of time. And well, when things actually came to light, when Ronaldo was close to agreeing personal terms, well, we stepped in, and
Eh,
wow, look, look, you have to agree, everybody was quiet about it, and now I open my Twitter, I open my Instagram, and people who don't even support United, there's a Chelsea fan within us. Okay, there's a Chelsea fan within us right now who has posted Cristiano Ronaldo back to the Man United, and he knows I'm talking about him. Okay, both of you, then both of you Chelsea fans, then, because come on, exactly what I'm telling you. Everybody knows what kind of player he is. Everybody knows what he brings to the Premier League. He just ups the pedigree of the Premier League, and he's back. I don't want to go on and on about it because I'm going to be
I don't
doing
think
it.
so it's only
Listen,
about coming back
listen,
to the
listen,
Premier
listen,
League.
listen. I'm going to be talking about Ronaldo the whole season now, okay? Because I'm never going to get tired. So let's not make this about Ronaldo because I can talk till 5 in the morning, okay?
But I'm glad he went to United and not City. I
Yeah,
mean,
well, of course,
no thing against City. I just felt that if he's coming back to the Premier League, it has to be,
it has to be
the
United,
sweet reunion.
City
and
is too strong, man.
and I think at this point of time, now I get to say, people are saying we don't have a good midfield or we don't have a good defensive midfielder. I would probably say we had the best squad. Since Sir Alex Ferguson. For us at least, we had the best squad since he left for United. That squad, I would say, was challenging for the title, and you add Cristiano Ronaldo to it. who, even, and I think the best thing about Ronaldo is here at United, he will not be needed to score 20, 25, 30, 35 goals now. He will be, called upon when needed, but he does not have to be the center of attraction. We know Bruno Fernandes can do that. We know Sancho can do that. Rashford can do that. Imagine Ronaldo adding to that. It's a dream. I just hope he doesn't flop. And since yesterday night, I've been going on YouTube again and again and watching I'm coming home videos. So I'm just happy. I'm just too chuffed. Love Ronaldo, love United, and love that they've come back together again.
Sid, this transfer window has seen so much backlash for your club. You couldn't. There's a lot of question about the pull of your club and whatnot. How you couldn't sign Harry Kane. How now you just let go of Ronaldo. I mean, what are your thoughts on that?
I think I'm a bit disappointed in the window myself, but I don't think it has anything to do with the pull of the club. I think it's the thing to do with the decisions of the board itself. Like we kept Ronaldo as second priority when the Kane deal was going on, so that made sense. But even after the Kane deal fell off, we still hesitated for signing Ronaldo. So I think I am very disappointed in the board for that because even though
No,
36,
I mean,
37, 38, I think getting someone like Cristiano Ronaldo for just 25 million and he's ready to take a pay cut. And
I'd,
there's
I'd, I'd, I'd
at the
probably
big,
intervene there. I'd probably intervene there. I actually think you made a smart move. Correct me if I'm wrong here, but I feel you made a very smart move. Your team, of course, Sheikh Mansoor made a very smart move, not bidding for Ronaldo. Because honestly, in hindsight, I think anyone can you predict it. If they did bid for Ronaldo, and if United came in at that moment, he would never go to City, and he would
yes, that's
reject
true. That's true. Yeah,
and and,
I
and,
agree to that. If
and he would
City and
reject City.
United bid together at the same time, there's no doubt
He
Ronaldo is
he
choosing
would reject.
United.
Yeah, he would reject
So
City. At
yeah,
least
so
at least you
but
get to say
if that happens,
that
then
that
I
he would
don't
not end the deal.
blame the board because the board gave its 100%. They made the offer. They did the right
I think
thing.
you
But
bottled the
again,
Messi deal though. I think you really bottled the Messi deal because I honestly I really think you bottled the Messi deal and the Kane deal. Kane deal I would probably put it on to Levy, but I don't think Messi you have any other option but to say that you bottled it because within what 24 not even 24, I think 5 or 6 hours he said he was leaving and 6 hours later everyone was like PSG, and the fact that City's name never came up is
I think
horrific
I think
because you have so much
it
money.
was a case of poor
Grealish.
timing,
I
because I
think
think the
strictly
Messi announcement and 6 hours after that we announced we signed Grealish. I think it was on the same day, so like it was bad timing. Even if we got a few days in between, I think we could have made some progress, before signing Grealish. But yeah, I think we did bottle the Messi lead,
Doesn't matter
and
though. Doesn't matter. Honestly, Vidhi, I think it was you who placed this question to Sid, right?
I mean, it really doesn't because
Because
see,
they've
I
just
look at
battered.
both teams. I look
They've
at
just
both the
battered.
Manchester teams right now.
I know Arsenal is quite stupid right now. I'm not gonna mince my words. They're looking like boys on the pitch. If Jamie Carragher is the right man to quote, and but whatever you say, they're still a football team. They're still humans, 11 humans on the pitch, and this team who has bottled deals just battered five past them. So I don't really think you can question the intent or the attacking prowess of this team. I mean, today Foden wasn't there, De Bruyne wasn't there.
no,
De
no,
Bruyne came off the bench if I'm not wrong. I don't know about that. Um,
I don't
for
think so. I think
He
yeah,
did.
yeah.
He
So
wasn't in the squad. I don't think he's in the
okay,
squad
yeah,
right
he's
no,
now.
not in the
exactly. I
squad.
so I stopped watching after the first half. I knew what's gonna happen. So Foden wasn't there, De Bruyne wasn't there. So many players. Bernardo Silva wants to leave. Who cares, man? They're still scoring 5, 6, 7. Do they? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter to them. I don't think so. But if
I
they
See,
think
I mean,
if
I
they
I would
look
do
at
disagree because right
if they
now
lose in the
we've
end, okay. If Ferran Torres suddenly goes on a see, look, this is the worst thing in a transfer window. I hate this the most. Imagine Ferran Torres is scoring right now. Everybody is scoring right now. September 2nd, right? The transfer window closes, and September 2nd the slump starts, and they don't score till November. That is just going to be very, it's just going to be very bad because you
yeah, I
trusted
think
that guy.
that's what I'm even I want to say that because Ferran Torres played striker against Spurs well, and that game it didn't work. But against Norwich and Arsenal, it worked. So there's, you can't trust him 100% right now, and he's not a technical striker. We've started playing him striker, I think, after we signed him itself. So yeah, the issue comes up when you play proper big teams that can defend, like Liverpool, Chelsea, Spurs. This is when the actually question comes up of whether we need a striker or not, because teams like Arsenal, I saw the back five before the game, and I knew we were winning this one easily. So, and obviously Norwich, there shouldn't be much of a trouble for us. But big games, like if we're going to compete for the UCL this season again, the big games are going to come up, and that's when it's going to matter. So I think we still need a striker, definitely.
You have something to say for the UCL draws?
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
Oh, no, I'm not scared at all. I don't know. I think some fans were scared, but I'm really excited to play PSG and Leipzig in the same group, because I know for a fact whatever happens, we are going to qualify for the knockout stage. So I'm not
Just a
worried. I'm
reminder,
just excited.
another Manchester, another Manchester team with PSG and Leipzig in the same group. Last year, very confident. I was kind of giving the same reactions you are right now last year, and I think we all know how that turned out. We bottled the Europa League final to Villarreal. So
Sid, I'm not going to say that you don't have the quality to get past PSG and Leipzig. I'm just going to say that uh, for the past 3, 4, 5 years, you've got the easiest group stage draws, right? And I think you've gotten used to that. It's become a habit. So you might, I mean, see, it's Pep Guardiola. He tends to overthink. He gave the Champions League final away. No offense to Ayush and Vineet, but uh,
I've been taking
if
off.
he goes in with that mentality, if he goes in with that group stage mentality he's gotten into for the last 3, 4 years, then you could might as well game week one you could give it away. If it's at one point, it's that one game that matters in the Champions League's group stage that can maybe like get. I mean, Chinmay knows best. It's that one game that can put you out of the group stage, and
we were top. We were top of the group with 2 games to go. On 1st of December, if I'm not wrong, we were top of the group. Martial had an open goal to score, and we know what happened then.
I'm obviously PSG are a super power right now with Messi and all the other signings they've made. But Leipzig, I'm not really worried that much. Obviously, I'm worried about PSG a bit, but I think right now I'm still very confident that we will qualify for the knockout stages.
Yeah.
Maybe things might change after 1 or 2 games if we don't win, but right now I'm definitely confident.
No,
I
you
mean,
should be thinking you probably will, but we just like to imagine that fake scenario where City get out in the group stage as well.
I
Everybody
mean,
loves.
Look, well,
it'll
look,
be very embarrassing, but if
it
we
might play in their
finish
favor.
third, then at least at the end of the season we might get a European trophy. So
see,
That's
you're judging your confidence on the
that's some good
fact that
Manchester
you're
mentality.
played
That's some
and
good
beaten
Manchester
and
mentality. Let me
scored
tell you.
five.
Chinmay knows.
Look, at the end of the day, it's a European trophy. You don't care if it's
Yeah.
Conference League, the Europa League, or the Champions League. You don't care. A European trophy is all you want. I think, look,
I mean,
the pressure's going to be on PSG, and believe me when I say this, because I think we can all agree. If PSG have the kind of draw Liverpool had today, like a 1-all, or if PSG draw 1-all to City, if PSG lose one game, all the headlines are going to be 1 billion value team loses to this, so 1 billion value team can't do, Messi can't do this, all of that. Pressure is always going to be on PSG more than the other team, and I think it might work in favor of this guy, the bald manager, and you also know that PSG has a bottler in them. So I think if City is able to get past that group as winners, PSG, what are you even on about? And City are then just Champions League favorites for me.
see,
To be fair,
the three of us on top were the ones who were tensed about the draw. Chinmay, I mean, you might not say it, but you've got a very tricky draw too for
No,
a
we
Champions League group stage.
no, no, we've listen. You might be saying anything you want. I've seen a lot of Twitter comments saying, "Oh, what an easy draw." I think they got United mistaken for City, and there were a lot of comments. But look, if they are in the Champions League, it is for a reason. Villarreal, obviously, they got the better of us in the Europa League final, so we have to play them two times now. The only thing I'm very happy about is we've got Varane and Ronaldo and Sancho, Champions League experience, Champions League winners, proven players. I hope they can help us win it. I've been saying this again. We win a trophy this season, that is for sure. Maybe we challenge for the Champions League. Who knows? Quarterfinal, semi-final. Who knows? Because we've got a very good team on the day, right? On the day football, Liverpool, United, Chelsea. These teams rock the on the day teams. Our starting 11 is amazing. Whenever we're going to be playing a best 11, it's amazing. Pogba, Rashford, Bruno. You're going to be leaving probably Cavani or Sancho or Greenwood, someone on the bench. Imagine having that kind of firepower on the bench. So I just think we can go ahead. I hope we win. The group stage I'm saying, and then we can just go on and go ahead. I just hope Varane and Ronaldo can help us with the problem we've been having, and not forgetting Sancho too. Young talent, but proven talent. So that's good.
Now that you mentioned the bench, I recall something from before kickoff today. A United fan was showing me sympathy about how maybe if Klopp had an extra 50 million, he would have had a stronger bench. Whereas with Chelsea, you've got the likes of Werner, Chilwell, all the signings from last season on the bench, and how for Klopp, you've got the people like Chamberlain, which I mean brings us back to the Premier League, right? And maybe if we discuss a few of the results that took place today.
I think before we discuss, I just want to ask Vidit because he asked me. So, what do you think about your group? Because I think it is the group of death.
I asked you, by the way.
No, wait, what? Oh, sorry. I'm sorry,
Uh,
Ayush, but still,
No,
anyways,
but no,
Vidit,
but yeah,
please
but
tell us
exactly.
about
I think, I
the group
think,
of
I
death.
think, if not the group of death, at least it counts as a second group of death. Liverpool, I think. I don't want to be too negative here. Liverpool is at the end a Premier League club, so I would want them to do well. But I think they can find themselves. They can find themselves being knocked out. They can find themselves being knocked out because that group is quite dangerous. You've got Atletico and Milan, if I'm not wrong, right? Milan is
yeah,
the
I
third
mean,
team, right?
I'm quite worried because Atletico have got the better of us before, and people keep saying that AC Milan is not it's not a club to look out for. They might have come from pot four, but then they were the team in pot four, and they were the team that I think everyone was looking to avoid from pot four.
Zlatan
And
Ibrahimovic. Zlatan Ibrahimovic. He's going to be
exactly, you
hunting again.
cannot. And we have the real. I mean, it's a real danger that we might end up in the Europa League spots in this group. But I'm quite confident that we can even go through as the group leaders.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, I don't want to be too optimistic, but it's quite a possible scenario because
I think
if
you'll have to believe that Liverpool are favorites, even though it's the group. It's a
I
very
would, I
tough.
would agree that Liverpool are favorites for this group.
And I can comfortably say that Chelsea should be able to cruise through the group.
Yeah, I
We
mean,
have,
I don't think we were even considering Chelsea in a group
Who asked
stage
about Chelsea's group
discussion.
anyway?
no,
Like, we were talking about group of death.
at first I was worried for Ronaldo, but now I'm cool.
I mean, all those excited fans about Ronaldo and Messi versus Ronaldo again at
Yeah,
City versus
the City.
PSG.
All
I
right,
think
let's look at the fixture.
we can move on to the fixtures now. I think we already discussed and trolled said a lot about the first fixture. City 5, Arsenal 0. I think I called it. I called the score too. It was I
No, no, you didn't. Where? Where did you
I
call
mean
it?
I mean our
No,
video proof is lost, but
did many? Did
Ayush,
you ever?
what video proof do you
Yeah,
have
what
left,
are you
man?
talking about? I don't know what you're talking about, bro.
sorry, I'm so sorry. Uh, then we had Aston Villa versus Brentford. Brentford finally lose their run of clean sheets. I think it's a day for that. Three teams have lost their clean sheet run. Two in the final
But
game
but
itself.
but the team which has a clean sheet run, Arsenal, and that's why I love them. Consistency of the charts. What a clean sheet run they're having. They might go 38 games and, still Burn Leno might not get the golden glove, and that's the kind of consistency we need.
I think Arsenal have now conceded 9 goals and scored zero in their 3 games. They're averaging conceding 3 goals a game and scoring none. So that's something to keep in mind. Then Brighton versus Everton. I think a lot. I think most of us predicted a close game, but then it was an easy game for Everton. Uh, Followed by Newcastle, Southampton. I think Southampton, Ayush is quite, I mean, is quite against Southampton playing their football this season for some reason. So then getting a point must be very disappointing for Ayush. Yeah.
No, it's Newcastle. Come on. I
You
think they
you said
were.
you said Newcastle was going to win.
Yeah, I said Newcastle was going to win, but I'm fine. Like, I don't hate Southampton with all my heart. I don't care what happens to them. I was just stating my opinions.
Well, but do you have video proof of saying Newcastle will win?
Right, right. I don't. When did I say it, Deep? You lost the video, didn't you?
Then we had
Don't tell
late
me.
VAR drama in Norwich versus Leicester 2. Norwich thought they'd got a second goal, but then only for VAR to cancel it out. Meaning Leicester could maybe finally get a win, a positive result on board, uh, following
They
the
won their first game,
disastrous
right?
result on Monday.
Who?
So 2-1 to Leicester,
Leicester.
Gray and Vardy the
Yeah,
scorers.
they defeated
The,
Wolves in their first game.
Vardy scored. I had him in FPL. That's good.
the West Ham versus Crystal Palace next. West Ham dropping vital points
That
against
game,
another London team.
I don't know how Crystal Palace pulled off a draw against West Ham.
It was my brother was following that game and he was pretty mad at what was happening. Uh, then again, the game the highlight of today is live Liverpool versus Chelsea. Uh, Chinmay, red. I don't know if you answered this, but was it a red card for you?
You've put me in a spot here because um, look, I'm gonna go with two sides, so bear with me. Personally, not a red penalty, but not a red because I just don't see how that could be a red. I know he stopped the goal. I know Suarez has got a red for that, like in the 2010 World Cup, but that was deliberate. This wasn't. And he didn't even know that the ball was going to hit him on the hand. I think it hit his hit his thigh, and probably came up and hit his hand, if I'm not wrong. And it's just bizarre. I didn't expect a red to come out. I thought yellow probably, but it was a red. Also, Anthony Taylor conveniently not checking, you know, it again to probably say that it was or wasn't a red. I think Azpilicueta has
Just
given a very
came and came back. You
yeah,
didn't
and
even see
I
the.
think I think Cesar Azpilicueta has just given a very very angry interview. If I'm not wrong, just came on my Twitter, and that tells you the mentality of the Chelsea players too. Second side, I think because of the new rules, I don't know. Now, listen, I know this might sound quite berserk, but because of the new rules of the handball, I think this season, maybe that could not have been even a penalty, because I think the new rules suggest something like if it if it isn't intentional or something. I'm not very right about this. I don't
I
know,
think
but
other way around.
I
Like that, the
I think it says the VAR can overturn it if it was intentional. Look, stop the goal going in, of course, has to be a pen. That's my say, but not a red, not at all. That was just foolish. And Anthony Taylor being Anthony Taylor versus Chelsea, nothing else.
If
So I
Chelsea
think
played
the
the
most
second half with
popular
11
opinion
men,
right now is
If
that
Chelsea played second half with 11 men, then God save your team. Then God save your team because you could not get the job done. Listen again. I came in and said this. You could not get the job done with 10 people. Okay, you could not get the job done with 10 people, and just tells you what kind of mentality Thomas Tuchel has been putting in the Chelsea players' mind, and just tells you that what they could have done with 11 players on the pitch. Reece James too, he was amazing against Arsenal, right? Imagine what he could have done if he was on the pitch for the second half too.
Pick one.
And the substitutions might have also been different, right? So again, you might have seen, you know, a good attacker coming on, a German
What?
attacker coming on. You never know.
I think the
That
most popular opinion right now is that it was a penalty but not a red card, right? I
That
think
Exactly.
that's
has
the I think that's what everyone has said here, and I've seen a lot of people say that other places as well. So
a lot of people are trying to convince me why don't you think that was red being a Liverpool fan. But then I think it all comes down to fair play. And to be fair, it wasn't a red in my opinion either. It
they're,
wasn't.
they're trying to bait you. As soon as you say that it's a red, they'll take a screenshot and then they'll say the Liverpool fans are pathetic and all this.
So
Let's let be the neutral one and watch it again. And then in the next video, he'll tell us with his mustache.
Definitely.
that wraps it up for our first ever live. It was a great time. We had Vineet for a while there from the Fanspire. Make sure you check them out. I will make sure that we put their socials down in the link in the description. Otherwise, Ayush joining us from his little vacation. Sid being the neutral, a surprising neutral Sid, and
Surprising.
Chinmay. I saw the name change in the middle there about the stat merchant thing,
That
and
wasn't me. That wasn't me.
Chinmay obviously giving his thoughts about the Ronaldo saga and the whole today's fixture and about how the rules are maybe changing, how if it wasn't for the rules, how the fixture could have maybe turned differently for my side especially. But we had a great game on our hands, and if it wasn't for a few refereeing decisions, probably one of the games of the season so far. So thank you for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe, and let's get better. Better people watching. We've got like 3 viewers consistently throughout the stream, so we need to get those numbers up, and we need to touch the 100 subscribers mark because Sid needs to grow out that mustache, or else he's gonna cry. So good night, everyone.